Okay, fabulous. So tonight we are talking all things clients and customers. I like to call them clients. You can call them challengers. You can call them customers. You can call them whatever melts your butter. For the purpose of this call, we're going to call them clients just because that is what we call them, is our VIP Fit Crew clients. And a client meaning they are a customer and or an affiliate coach. So they're either set up as a coach just for the discount on the products. They are not working the business, or they're just a flat out straight up customer purchasing retail from us. Now for us, we accept all the customers. So we do not require a challenge pack in order to get into Fit Crew. You of course have the power to choose whatever you want to do. We just require a purchase of some kind. So even if they want to get started on just Beachbody On Demand, they want to get started with just Shakeology, we take anybody and everybody, because over the course of the years, we have done it both ways. And what we have learned is the most important thing is to get them in our space, in our energy, get them our time, and then they get excited, and then there's so many more opportunities down the road. We never want to close the door on somebody because they might be a little hesitant about doing the workout part or doing the nutrition piece. So don't ever feel like you have to say no to someone or that you have to have special requirements. Again, it's your business. You run it how you want. That is just how we run ours and how we run our Fit Crew. We let everybody in. Anybody who's purchased something through us or has switched over to us. Like I have a couple of people this year who they currently have BOD and Shakeology, but they switched over to me as their coach. That's a great opportunity, even though technically they've not purchased one thing from me, but they will, and they are using all of the products. So just to clear the air about that, and we're going to talk all things serving and retaining those clients this year, because that is such a massive part of our business and one that we kind of stopped focusing on as heavily, and we're really going to focus hard again on 2020 because it's such an opportunity. It's an opportunity for future coaches. It's an opportunity for volume. It's an opportunity for income. And so we're going to dive into how we're doing that, how we've done it in the past, and what we'll be doing going forward. And then, of course, we'd love to hear from you, and you can share your ideas too.
All right, so first things first, what I wanted to ask you, if you've been a coach for a while, prior to the start of this year, prior to the launch of BarBlend, when we launched BarBlend, did you have a customer email list that you could easily email out? That you were like, ooh, Bar's coming, I know my group, I'm gonna email them. Just a quick question, you can put it in the comments if you did, yes. If you have that email list ready to go, I can easily shoot an email, okay? This is just a check for you because a lot of us, we're so focused on bringing in new customers, and that's how Success Club is. Of course, you've got to be putting in the funnel of bringing in new customers every month. That's just how this business works. If you want to have a foundation, you got to be bringing in new people. At the same time, we need to really be focusing on the customers that we currently have. What we want to create, ideally, is Beachbody lifers. Those people that every new program that comes out, they want to be a part of it. Every new launch that we do, whether that be a new flavor of Energize, a new Beach Bar flavor, collagen, they're like, yes, I'm in it. I love the products. I love the programs. I trust everything that Beachbody and the company as a whole is producing. Get me some of that. That is what we want to create. So if you didn't have a list that you automatically knew, like, hey, we got a new flavor of Beach Bar, or hey, BarBlend's coming out, you have access to be in Elise's VIP test group. If you didn't have that list and you've been a coach longer than a month, let this be a wake-up call to be like, okay, I need to make sure that I'm tracking my customers as they come in. And I have a big master list of everyone I have. I will be 100% transparent with you. I do not have a master list of 5 years of my clients, and that's on me, right? 5 years worth of clients, and I've hit Success Club every single month, and I don't have an ongoing list of that. Mistakes were made, right? Of course, I have a good list of lifers that I do have and I was able to do, but man, had I really, and of course you can go to your Coach Online office. You can always go to your back online office, look at your past customers, and you can pull up a list from there. But me personally, I should have an Excel spreadsheet document where that's easy to go. I just should. So that's what I want to really focus on with you, is that when we're bringing in customers, you are tracking them and you have a master list. When we have launches, you're able to reach out to them. The second thing I really want to focus on is we want to give our new customers that you're bringing in this month a bomb experience. Most people start with you. What program do you usually start people with? Put it in the chat. Which one do you normally start people with? Usually for me in the past, I've started people with the 21-Day Fix because it's such a great program. 21-Day Fix Real Time or Lift 4 is usually my go-to. I love 21-Day Fix because 21 days is such a easy thing for people to wrap their mind around. Now I'm like, BAR, I feel like everyone in the world should do BAR because it's such a great program. But with that said, I want to make sure that I get them started off well, right? Because if they've come to you and they've said, yes, Raquel, I'm ready to make a change. I'm here. I trust you. I'm signing up with you. They're choosing me. That is a big, what I take as a responsibility of like, you've made the decision to make a change. I'm going to meet you halfway and I'm going to make sure I can do everything in my part to help you get the best results. But for a lot of people, have you ever noticed that sometimes it's just the getting started that's hard? Like they make the purchase, but then it's like, all right, now we got to open up our package. We got to figure out God. We got to go. And what we used to do in the very past when we first started, probably our first 2 years in the business, is we would send weekly emails. I think Rachel Johnson was in my first year as a coach, and I would send a weekly email every week checking in with my new clients just to make sure that they were doing good, talking about those things that happen in the beginning when they're so like addicted to like being on the scale and it's not moving. Or let's figure out the Shakeology recipe, because if you've never had a shake and you don't know how to blend it right, it can taste gross, you never use it, and you don't get the full results. So I'm really just touching in on those, making sure that you're getting a good foundation in your first month with me. So sending those 4 emails. We started doing it again last year because we had fallen off. And honestly, I don't know what happened, Jessica, why we stopped sending those. I think we put the ball in their court to check in with us. And I still do Sunday check-ins. My veteran clients know, send me an email. But my newbies, I want to make sure that if they go MIA, I am calling you out. Like, you haven't checked in with me, haven't seen you post in the group, you signed up for accountability, so this is me giving you that accountability. Jessica, I don't know if you put it in the chat or not, she's posting a link to our emails. We just organized them again. These were our OG original emails that we used to send, and they were so good. Like, we went back and was like, we don't really even need to edit anything, because during your first 4 weeks as a challenger, as a client in our group, these are the things you're going to be experiencing, and these are the things we want to check in with you every single week, no matter where you are in the process. So she's putting that in the chat box. We will post it in the comments below past this recording as well, so that you'll have it. You don't have to use them verbatim, word for word. If it doesn't sound like your personality, by no means you don't have to. If you're like, yes, this is awesome, let me copy, paste, and send it to my new customers, great. But I would encourage you, if you're not checking in at least for the first month with your newbies, that you would make that a priority in 2020. Because life happens, people fall off track, usually by week 2, something happens. And I really, really want to make sure that in 4 months and at 4 weeks, in 1 month, our customers can get bomb results. And when they do in that first month, man, that's when they're like, this is legit, this is real, I want to keep going. But if they sign up with me and in 2 or 3 weeks fall off and I don't ever recognize that that happened, I'm going to get like a cancellation, or they're just going to not renew, they're not going to get results, and they're going to be like, that Beachbody stuff didn't work, right? And again, while I can't do it all for them, I can't push play, I can't make sure they're eating well, I can do everything in my part to hold them accountable, provide the tools, and check in with them. So that's what I want to encourage you to do as well. All right, Jess.
Okay, so Leah asked a great question in the chat box. She asked, are you stopping after the first month? So we send our emails every Friday, and our new clients, so for instance, we have a bar boot camp that starts day 1 tomorrow. So those clients will start getting their 4 first month emails this upcoming Friday. So it's at the end of each week. And then we want them to check in with us by Sunday. After they've made it through their 4 weeks, in their 4th week email, they'll be prompted to submit their progress photos to Beachbody so they can get their tank top. And then they'll also be informed that they'll stay on our weekly veteran email. So then our veteran clients who they've gone through their first month, they're in Fit Crew. We never take people out of Fit Crew because people are going to go through ebbs and flows as clients. They're going to go hard and heavy. They're going to back up. We talk about that in the week 4 email as well, because this is a lifestyle. And sometimes you're going to be in maintenance mode. You're going to be traveling. It's the holidays. It's whatever. You're going to forget that our group even exists. And then all of a sudden you're going to have something that's coming up, a travel event, a wedding, or whatever. And then all of a sudden you're diving back into Fit Crew. we let them know you're going to go through ebbs and flows. We're here for that. But every Friday, they're going to be on our veteran email list. And that's super simple. Something like a recipe or how to get greens in, or talking about Energize, talking about collagen. So just adding value to our current clients and then peppering in things about new products or giving them opportunities to purchase new things, you know, kind of focusing on what they need, when they need it, a 3-day refresh launch, a product launch, just sending them another meal plan, just reminding them of their client hub of meal plans, little things like that. The veteran clients will get every Friday. So everybody that is a client or customer will have contact in their inbox from us every Friday until they wish to not. So hopefully that helps make sense. And then asking, are you exporting your email list from your Coach Online office? If you do not currently have a list of your clients or customers, then I would start that. You can absolutely export from your Coach Online office and get everybody. Now remember, when you hit Success Club 5 or more, you're going to get customer leads from Beachbody. I do reach out to those people. Success Club 10 or more, you get those Beachbody leads. You also get the commission for it. I do reach out to those people and welcome them to Fit Crew, and I send them a new client email. Some of them respond, some of them don't. Some of them don't want to be on an email list. So just be aware of those people too. Any questions about that part? Weekly emails, new clients. So you'll see on that link that we sent, when we have a customer sign up with us, their initial sign up, they signed up, their package is on the way. We send them a Welcome to Fit Crew email. It has a guidebook that talks about nutrition, talks about equipment, talks about Portion Fix, the client hub, how to download Beachbody On Demand, all of those things. It's important to go back and make sure they got that email, because sometimes it goes to junk, or they just don't, you know, same thing. They're on a high when they purchase, and then until their package comes in, they kind of like black out and have amnesia, and you want them to actually start and use their package, or it's no good, because people are like, yes, 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 yes. And then it takes 5 days for their package to get there. And in those 5 days, they like black out. So you've got to really keep them excited and engaged during that first week, week and a half, so that they actually get started and don't convince themselves to stop before the start, because it's a lot. And remember, you're asking people to go from most of the time, a very unhealthy lifestyle of fast food, no plan, no fitness, no water, and you're asking them to jump in and create a full meal plan. Like, just pump the brakes and just say, hey, if you do nothing this week but drink water and eat some vegetables, we're going to call that a victory. Then when your package comes in, if you do nothing but add in Shakeology, you're 10 steps ahead of where you were. And then, hey, throw in 3 workouts, golden. Like, just remember that you don't have to go 0 to 1,000 to be successful. People are literally, choose Subway over McDonald's. Like, let's baby step it. Don't feel like you have to have them eating their perfect amount of yellows and don't forget your greens, because that stresses people out. And honestly, you can see great results just taking those baby steps. Just drink Shakeology every day, get your water in, and move your butt for 21 days, and you're going to feel 1,000 times better. And then a little bit further, and a little bit further, and a little bit further. Now, some of your clients are going to need that approach. Other clients are going to want to go all the way in. They want that full meal plan with the grocery list and the recipes, and they want to go from 0 to a full freaking meal plan. That's available too. But just kind of make sure that you take that pressure off your clients, so they don't feel like, if I don't start perfectly, then I'm just not going to start at all, and I'm just going to ignore my coach and pretend this never happened, and you'll get my return submitted via email.
Jessica, do you keep a separate list then?
About that?
Yes. Do you keep
a list? So like right now I have a tab. So like for starting for January 2020, I keep a tab. Everybody that signs up, whether they sign up for BOD, Energize, Bar Bootcamp, Full Challenge Track, however they're coming to me, I keep a tab of who they are, how they came to me. So did they come to me from Facebook? Did they come to me from Instagram? Were they a customer lead from Beachbody? What program are they doing? I sent them the new client email. Did they respond to it? Yes or no? And then I keep a track of notes so that I know, like, where are they at in their progress? Like, have they responded to any emails? Are they ghosting me? Like, just keep notes for yourself, what they're starting on, how they're doing it, because then that way when you do go back in to check in with them, you have, like, you remember the history. Because I know for me, especially, like Raquel said, 5 years later, hitting Success Club every single month, that's a lot of people. And I want to make sure that I don't want people to ever feel like they are a number, or that they're sliding through the cracks, or that if they didn't result in Success Club that I forgot who they were altogether. Does that answer your question, Mia?
Yeah, it's a goal for me to start sending weekly emails. I'm just trying to get like a game plan as far as like a system, because I know there's Google Streak, and I know you can export from Office, and I know you can start Excel sheets for this month or that month. So I just wanted to know what I hear all sorts of things, so I'm just trying to figure out what's best. And I don't know.
Okay, so let me just simplify for you, because yes, you can use Google Streak, but like, let me just simplify for people, because I didn't start using Google Streak till like last year, and I've been a coach for 5 years. If you go to Google Contacts, you can create labels, and I have one that's January 2020, and I pull all of my customers, and I have their email already because I've already been in contact with them via email. That's how I contact with people. And I just click through and I make a label that says January 2020. So then when I go to my regular email to email them, I usually BCC, because I don't want everybody to know everybody's email. So I send it to myself and I BCC, and I've labeled that group January 2020. And boom, all those names pop up. Super easy. I promise. You can do it other ways. I'm not tech savvy. This is easy. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
I've tried to watch videos on Google Streak, and I'm just not.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just go to Google Contacts, make it's basically like a group list. If you were like used Outlook at work. And
so instead of going to like Google Docs or Google Sheets, you just go to Google Contacts.
Google Contacts, you make your label, and away you go. And so I have my regular veterans list of like, you're a veteran, and then I have people who just started with me in January. And that's what I'm doing. Again, not super sophisticated. I'm sure there's a better way to do it, but simple. Let's not overwhelm ourselves. Let's not make it more complicated. I need to send an email to these people. Boom. I do it for my coaches too, like PS coaches, working coaches, 2020. Cool. So the other thing I want to just touch on really quickly is, again, customer service, and how can we make other people feel special? Like, what's one thing I do above and beyond? And again, this is something that I used to do, and I got out of the habit of it, but there's no better time like a new year to start fresh and redo it again, is I send thank you cards. And I get personally my Energize now in the packets. I get fruit punch and lemon, let's be honest, because I love all the Energize, and I believe everybody needs it in their life. And I'm just going to send a sample of Energize saying, thank you so much, Angela, for choosing me to be your coach. I'm honored to be on this journey with you. Wanted to send you a packet of my favorite pre-workout that I drink every morning when I need an extra boost, or even in the afternoon when I need to pick me up. Excited to be on this journey with you. Your coach, Raquel. Boom. It does not take me very long. It's like literally a stamp to mail an Energize sample, but that goes a really long way to show like, oh my God, like who doesn't love snail mail, right? And it's, to send a sample of Energize, and most people after that, because Energize is that amazing, end up ordering it because it's awesome. It tastes good. It's great. Most people are drinking coffee, or they're drinking Monsters, or whoever knows what other energy drinks are out there that they're drinking. And it's great, and it's an easy way to show them, and also to give back and say thank you. Something that we're also going to be including this year as well is what we're going to call our Fit Crew finishers. So after the first 4 weeks, if you have responded every single week for the 4 weeks, and you've submitted to the Beachbody Challenge your progress pictures, you're going to get a little gift from us. And again, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. You could literally go on Amazon and send them a shaker bottle. We have shaker bottles that we bought in bulk with like decals that say VIP Fit Crew. I'm probably going to send that with maybe like a beach bar. So super simple, but thank you so much for committing in your journey and going all in with us. Excited to welcome you as a veteran in our group and keep going on this journey together. Again, that's just something that we're doing to really just pour into our people and let them know that we do care. We're proud of them. They made all the commitments to really go all in hard with us. And so just kind of giving back in that way. Cool.
Loving these ideas in here. Leah said she sends headbands. And then Fallon said that she sent peppermint mocha samples. Yeah. Literally, even if you sent nothing but snail mail, people just like to know that extra piece that you took the time to physically write and mail them means a lot to people. So that is a huge win, and something that's really simple that you can do, and it makes people forever remember that you are their coach. And when you do have those clients that go through their ebbs and flows, because they will, we've had people with us for all 5 years, they go inconsistent, and don't worry about what they're on. When beyond their first month, who cares what they love? Make sure they know what options they have and know who your clients are. If they're a busy mom, if they travel a lot, even if they're only on beach bars, that's a win. We have a huge volume opportunity and a huge income opportunity because we have so many consumables. Make sure people know about the boost, digestive health, green boost, collagen. There's so many options. Sometimes we get caught up in, if they're not on Shakeology Home Direct, they get stressed out and you get stressed out. But honest to goodness, 90% of our clients after the first 3 months don't continue Home Direct or Shakeology because they're not good at drinking it every single day. If that's the case, put them on Recover Protein and Energize. Put them on the Performance Stack every month. That's something that is easy. They get it down. They do their workout. They love it. Shakeology, some people are really great about it and they're very consistent, but it's not likely that they stay consistent all through the year. They kind of go through ebbs and flows when they're focused and they're doing it and they're feeling good, and then all of a sudden they have 3 bags of Shakeology and then they think they want to cancel. But there's so many other opportunities that they could be taking advantage of. And if you're staying in contact with them as their coach and getting to know them on a personal level and their journey, they're going to trust you and they're going to know what they need to do. And you can have those 3-day refreshes and all those opportunities that they're going to be excited to jump on board with. Any other questions about any of that stuff?
What would you suggest? Like, okay, I have like a year and a half of built up clients and I've sent emails, but when I send emails, it's about like new programs and launches. I'm good at that. Sending them like, this is kind of what I'm going to start doing kind of thing, or?
Yeah, just send an initial email.
Okay.
And say, hey, and just remember, top priority. Same thing that we talked about at Super Sunday with your social media. Your top priority is to add value to others. So any form of adding value, whether it's tips on getting your vegetables in, it's, hey, here's a dinner recipe that I tried this week and loved. Like, don't overthink it. It's just you showing up and caring about your people.
Leah, you can also take, like, our social media posts have such a short lifespan. And like, I know you write some really great ones with tips. Like, you could even just put that in an email to your customers, because most of them didn't even see the post if they weren't online in the time that it popped up. But I think so many of us write so many encouraging things that who wouldn't love to see more of that stuff in your inbox. So that's another idea too, to kind of, so it's not only, so you don't feel like you're only reaching out to them when you want to let them know about something else they can buy or join.
Yeah, I love that.
I love that, Rachel. That is genius. Yes. And okay, Rachel, while you're chatting, and if anybody else has questions, put them in the chat box or you can open it up after. But I'm going to let Rachel do recognition because we only have 5 minutes left. And then we'll jump into any other last minute questions.
All right, let me find it. We have a lot of people on the board this week. All right, so for Success Club, leading the team right now is Genevieve with 24 points, Leah with 14, Laura with 8, and Jennifer and myself at 6. So congratulations to y'all who have locked in Success Club for the month so far. And then these people have 4 points. Robert, who's a brand new coach, Jordan, Abby, Sarah, Leanne, Jessica, Raquel, Denise, Angela, Haley, Shauna, Allison, and Crystal. And with 2 points on the board so far this month is Rochelle, Leslie, Holly, Mallory, Laura, Haley, Jennifer, Tori, Dara, Gilda, Marissa, and Maureen. And then congratulations. So we have 2 new emeralds on our team this week. Robert Poulin, who is one of Kristen McNair's brand new coaches. And then Allison Mormon's husband's account, Andrew, is brand new Mormon. So congrats, Robert, on advancing your business and opening up your business to earning an additional income. And then to Allison for getting your hubby's account to Emerald.
Awesome. Thank y'all. You know what I wanted to talk about too? The power of Emerald is huge. And whether you're an Emerald, I would love to celebrate if you've added 2 coaches in this week and you went Emerald again. I would love to celebrate that. Like, that's something, like, basically what this business really helps is if you think, let me go Emerald, let me go Emerald again, let me keep going Emerald. So if that happened for you, let us know, let your coach know if you've added 2 coaches, so that we can make sure to recognize you for being double Emerald, triple Emerald, quadruple Emerald, or whatever the case may be, because Emerald, there's so much power in doing that over and over and over again. Okay, cool. Do we have any last questions before we end this call?
Shout out to our resident vet. She's also at Success Club. I missed her. Sorry, Caitlin. But I hope you get your results this week for your tests and that you pass with flying colors. I will be stalking your stories until I hear
tomorrow morning. So panicking.
So just like with the baby, you have to tell Team VIP family before you tell social media.
Sounds like a plan.
We're privileged. We're privileged.
Yeah. All right, so if we don't have any other questions, what I want to also remind you is that on Thursdays, we post the actions and outcomes tracker in Team VIP family. Your PS page will, your Upline Star Diamond coach will probably send you that link as well, but that's where we're tracking our actions for an entire week. Our work weeks run Thursday through Wednesday, and we want to encourage you to utilize that tracker. And when you fill it out, you get, well, in this call, we call it our Get Shit Done call that starts at 9, where it's a smaller group for people who are taking the time to fill out that tracker. They're showing us that they're showing up. So we really are going to pour into them as well and do a little bit deeper mentoring. So just a reminder, it's something we're just starting. So if you didn't finish it this week, no worries. If you did do the actions and outcomes tracker, you would have received an email with the link to jump on for that call that's happening right now. I just want to remind you that so that you can get it going for this week for those of you that may not fill it out this week. All right? Okay. Y'all have a great start to your week. Hopefully you're enjoying that holiday tomorrow, and we'll see you on social media. Bye, y'all.